It is that time. Uh, Selling all the lights. There we go. Oh, brother. This game is a little bit more spicy than we originally hoped for. But we like a tight game, boys. We like a tight game. Who just joined the chat? Oh, he left. GG's. Yo, what's up, Logic? How are you feeling about the game, bro? How are you feeling about the game? It's a lot closer than it was in the past, right? Last time was a mollywop landslide. Yeah. Some things to love, some things to hate. 75 apiece at halftime is absolutely insane. Going at double that, you're looking at 130 points scored in a game. That's nasty work. But can't be mad at it. For the simple fact that we're in the lead right now. We'll take the bright spots we can get. You know what I'm saying? Lowry finally got it going in the first half. I wonder if it was planned more so to get him involved in the second half, because in the first half, him taking 4 shots total is actually crazy. Obviously, John Collins has been probably the most consistent piece across the board, even though he didn't shoot particularly well in the first half. I believe, if memory serves me right, he was like 1 for 3 from the field, but he did hit the 1 3 that he did take. Obviously, he has 8 points now to go along with 9 rebounds, so he'll probably be the first one to get that double-double. Keontae's been interesting. Only 4 turnovers? For who? I might have misspoke, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know. All Jazz, if I saw correctly. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I thought it was a negative thing. I was about to say, wait, what? No. This seemed to be like a little turnoverless game, low key. But that's good though. It's good. I mean, overall, all things considered, this has been a pretty good one. Jordan Clarkson hasn't shot atrocious from the field. Keontae George has his 5 assists. You know what I'm saying? Probably get a couple more in there before the game's out. He has 13 going with a couple minutes left before the fourth quarter starts, so I'm enjoying that. But overall, it's going to be a bit of a uphill battle to close this one out, because obviously Phoenix needs this win very badly, even though they don't have Bradley Beal, so they're gonna probably turn things up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Who's the other person that just joined us in chat? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Who do we have with us? How are we feeling about Kelly Olynyk? He's having a pretty decent game today overall, and particularly in the first half. The second half, so far, not obviously, but that first couple minutes that they had that we made that adjustment looked a lot better from him compared to his more recent showings, because he hasn't been as effective as he was, say, like the first 4 or 5 games of the season. Not merely in the first 4 or 5 games we really needed him, but overall, just better. So Jazz having less turnovers currently than the Suns is surprising. I wouldn't really say it's surprising, so to speak. No, I'm not. The Suns, I don't really look at as an elite defensive team. So with the continuity of having Ochai and Keontae on the court together, Lowry's not known for being a turnover prone player, nor is John Collins. Jordan Clarkson is the problem child. But when you take away the fact that Jordan Clarkson isn't being required to be that passing guard type of player that has to play make, and he's just allowed to just get his own shot, as we've seen him take like what 18 shots so far this game. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's just a whole lot going on. You said this game feels like a playoff game? A little bit, a little bit. Really, really high scoring. Makes me uncomfortable. Obviously, I'm a defensive minded person, so that's probably part of it. There's Lee. Yes, sir. Welcome to the chat, buddy. But yeah, um, it's just nice to see it competitive. But yeah, it's definitely high scoring from both ways. Yeah. That being said, I'm glad that Lowry got involved. Bless you. Thank you. Welcome. He said Clark's 50% from the field and from three. I mean, I didn't see the percent. I can't see your percentage behind the red heart, but that's besides the point. 2 of 5 from three. Okay. I may not be chatting much. I'm too invested in the game. No, you're good, man. You're in the live. That's all we need from you right now. Obviously, we heat things up after the game ends because that's when all the rest of the boys end up popping out. But that being said, this is a good one. This is a very good one. KD really is unstoppable. Just when you think Kevin Durant slowed down and he's getting old and he's, falling behind LeBron even further than he was before, he pulls out something that you didn't think he could do anymore. And this is a classic moment by him. Right now, 28, 9, and 7, borderline triple double number. Grayson Allen hasn't been as great as I thought he was going to be this game, which is good. Obviously, Devin Booker had a hot start, kind of cooled down, but 16 points, 9 assists isn't anything to scoff at. Eric Gordon and Yusuf Nurkic both in double figures, but they're not getting a heavy contribution from their bench. Obviously, Utah playing 10 minutes, Kieta playing 11, Drew Eubanks playing 12, and Josh Okogie playing 12. Together, they've only combined for 15 points, right? So anytime you can enjoy that sort of benefit is good, but at the same time, Kevin Durant's giving y'all that business. You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely not something that you ideally would like to see, but it can't be prevented. Why? Because Kevin MF and Durant. That's when everybody wants to count him out. He says, no, I'm not going to let you do that. That's disrespectful. Now, looking at things from a metric standpoint, Lowry Marketing is about to kill my parlay. I'm sad. I definitely bet on him hitting over 3.5 threes. He's 1 for 3 right now, so it's not happening. It's not happening. You said Sexton doing good right now. Yeah. When KD goes to the bench, the Jazz are doing a great job of capitalizing on it. 100%. You got to make them pay. That's the thing. And we're doing a great job of properly executing what needs to get done. Yes, Sexton 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So 2 boards, 3 assists. Even has a block mixed in there. He does have 2 personal fouls, but he has no turnovers. So yeah, overall we have 6 turnovers. Would you believe it if I told you that 3 of them belong to Taylor Norton Tucker, who has 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 turnovers? Excuse me, 4 points. My apologies. 1 of 4 from the field. So THT's not having a great game, but it's okay. You said Sexton has been amazing tonight. I love it. I want Sexton to succeed so bad it hurts. I'm with you right there, Lee. I'm with you right there. And he's doing all the right things to make sure he stays on the roster. So I'm gonna accept it for what we can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Keontae, side note, shooting really well this game. 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. He needed those. Definitely helps his percentage jump up a little bit. Obviously, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Does have 2 turnovers and 2 personals, but he has 13 points. So we're gonna take the good with the bad, and I'm willing to accept that because 2 turnovers isn't gonna kill us right now because everybody else is playing pretty good. We're not turning the ball over, which means there's less transition opportunities, and even though this is an extremely high-scoring game, defenses are being set. There's a lot more action going on, genuine basketball plays instead of miscues that are allowing the other team to just go ahead and get pointless, well, not pointless, but unfortunate points by the dozen, really. You said, "I'm speaking it into existence. We win in this game tonight, fellas." Hey, I want it. I want it to happen. A lot of things are gonna have to go right in this fourth quarter, though. In order for it to happen, a lot of things are gonna have to go right in the fourth quarter. Larry Markkinen is literally 9 of 10 from the free throw line. I did not realize that. He has taken a lot of free throws though, so that does make sense. Aside from that, he's only 4 of 8 overall, 1 of 3 from 3. I would like to see him get a couple more threes in there. Um, he'll hit them. I just want to see him take them. I love seeing the green in the chat. I don't know what it is. It just suits you guys so well. Plus, you stick out, especially when everybody else hops in. You said Jazz need to keep it close the whole game, have a great chance for this W. Yeah, the closer the game is in crunch time, the more likely it is they'll be able to close it out. Obviously, if they manage not to keep the game close, then it's pointless. But if they can keep it within, 5 points down within inside that 3-minute mark, then you're looking at a very winnable game, in my opinion. We have Kelly Olynyk 3 of 4 from the field, Keontae George 5 of 9, Clarkson is 11 of 21. Acceptable, I guess. Collins is 3 of 7 though. Ochai missed his first shot but made his next 2, 5 points to go along with 4 rebounds and 2 blocks. One thing to be careful of is that John Collins does have 4 personal fouls going into this fourth quarter. So there's not a lot of wiggle room for the Jazz. You said you think the Jazz are like 4-0 when they're up at half, 0-7 when they're down at half. I believe it. I would believe it. Never had a game where we were tied at half, so this will be interesting. Yeah. The Jazz did come back from 10 and had a lead for a possession, so the Jazz can do it. Yes, the Jazz can absolutely get it done. That being said, the fourth quarter is crunch time. That's when, how you say, good players make good plays, but great players make good plays when they count most, specifically. So yes, the game's been really good and it's looked really good from both sides. More so from the Utah Jazz because most people wouldn't expect them to be able to hang with the Phoenix Suns with Bradley Beal or without Bradley Beal. So the fact that they're able to do it right now and put up and score points in copious amounts like this, you have foul calls going both ways. Some people might disagree with some people might disagree with others. But for the most part, they've been it's been pretty well officiated as well, which is something to know, which plays into the fact that there's been so many free throws and hence, clearing 100 points basically by the start of the fourth quarter. But that's neither here nor there. Lee said the fourth quarter is where the stars shine the most. Exactly. Anybody that matters is going to get the job done in the crunch time moments. And we're entering one right now. All right. So the biggest takeaway so far from this game, right, is that Utah can hang with anybody as long as they really want to. Defensively, things have not been, elite, but that's not what people showed up for. People just said we want a good competitive game, and by golly, we're getting a good competitive game, even as I watch it now. Right. So we're appreciative of everything we can get, but a nail biter against the Phoenix Suns is not particularly a game that's going to be good for my health. I don't know about you guys. Side note, Chris Dunn getting 9 seconds of playing time. Wild. But neither here nor there. I'm not gonna stir the pot. It's a stressful game is going into the fourth. Yep. Fontecchio 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line to put together 8 points total. Solid. Across 10 minutes. Might have had him on the court a couple minutes too long, but it's okay. Because those 8 points were very much needed. THD has probably been the biggest negative for the Utah Jazz, and honestly, he hasn't been a terrible negative, which just goes to show how good this offensive night has been for them. Obviously, Colin Sexton doing Colin Sexton things, Kelly Olynyk being the immaculately reliable player that he always is. You also have Keontae George playing pretty solid minutes, 20 minutes into the game right now for him on the floor. 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. Just a solid overall effort. Jordan Clarkson being very efficient with the ball in his hands. Side note, he has 4 assists to no turnovers. If he can keep this up, this will be his best assist to turnover ratio the season's had. Period. Bar none. John Collins 3 of 7, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 10 rebounds, 8 points. Would like to see him get that double-double. That would be nice. But he also has 4 personal fouls, so he has to be careful. Lowry, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 9 of 10 from the free throw line to go along with 1 rebound, which is pretty low for him considering that he's not taking a lot of threes. But then again, a lot of shots are going in the rim. So it stands to reason that there's not going to be that many rebounds to have missed and go pick up for free. He also has 2 blocks, just like Ochai has, and overall 18 points on the night. Ochai playing in 18 minutes, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line, 4 boards, 2 blocks, 5 points total. So if you're the Utah Jazz, you're comfortable, right, with the effort you're getting from most people. But who's to say? Lee said, I'm happy with the chemistry the starting lineup has developed and the bench unit developed. I just wish Dunn wasn't the collateral damage of it. Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. Like, especially for him to play 9 seconds. Like, that's actually, I'm not going to say it's disrespectful, but it's just, coach, put somebody else out there for 9 seconds. Logic, you said, gotta get that blood pumping in a close game against the Suns. No, we really don't want that, but it's here. It's upon us. Zach, what's up, man? You said enjoying what's going on so far. I am too, to a certain extent. I don't love it, right? Because that means our defense is like, I'm not even gonna say the defense has been terrible. Like, the defense hasn't been piss poor. It's just the fact that both teams' offenses have been so good that defense is basically a non-factor at this point. Now, whoever plays the best defense in this fourth quarter is ultimately going to win the game, right? Because everybody's going to be gunning for the shots. Everybody's going to want to try and get to their spots, and you're going to have to be able to find a way to stop them from getting to the spots that they really want to get to. Plain and simple like that. Potentially streaming post game. So sorry if I'm not here tonight. Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'll pull you up on my phone actually. On my thing. If you are. If you really bad it, Zach. If you really bad it. But you know how I stream. I'll be on here for like an hour afterwards. So I don't know how long you play. How long did you plan on streaming after the game? Let me know. Zach. Even if we lose, we still have a shot at Vegas. If the Lakers lose their next first game. Jazz have a chance of beating the Lakers going if they have a higher point differential. That is also true. That is also true. So all is not lost if we lose. Yep. But regardless, we just need to keep it close. That's the moral of the story, to be honest. Oh, iffy about it. I don't know, man. Just gonna boot up Streamlabs and see what's up. Haven't streamed in years. Oh man. First one. Oh, in season tournament. Sorry, Lee. I had a splow moment right there. I read IST as like one ST. So I read first game. But no, I get it. I gotta get it. Thank you, Lee. Okay, Zach. Okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how it shakes out, man. But overall, appreciative of this particular game of basketball. The brand of basketball that the Jazz have been playing recently has been ultimately enjoyable, in my opinion. But this in particular is also really good. He said, "We'll see. Until then, I'm here with the gang." Yes, sir. And we appreciate your presence, brother. We are glad to have you with us. Kevin Durant being 12 of 16 from the field makes me want to puke. Definitely has been better. What a rejection. Indeed. Indeed. I'm looking at these field goal attempts for the other team. Eubanks 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line. Devin Booker 7 of 14, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. Grayson Allen 3 of 7 overall, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line. KD 12 of 16, 4 of 5 from the 3-point line. Eric Gordon 4 of 10, 3 of 7 from the 3-point line. So basically, Kevin Durant and company, not Devin Booker and company. It's supposed to be Devin Booker's team, but Devin isn't booking the way he needs to. He's not booking everybody rooms. Right. Not to say that he's shooting poorly, because he's not. He's 7 of 14 and 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. But Kevin Durant said, "Tonight's my night. I'm getting buckets. Let me cook." So that's what they did. He said, "KD's too good. Why can't he throw one game for us? Just purposefully brick a few shots." I just need somebody to, get a stop. Buy a stop. That's all. Just a little bit. He just refuses to miss. Exactly. They have pretty low turnovers overall, too. Only 7. 4 of them being Nurkic, which is crazy. Booker has 1, Okogie has 1, KD has 1. But outside of that, both offenses have been pretty efficient across the board, all things considered. You said the only one stopping KD is KD. I would agree. He wakes up in the morning and decides he'll average for the night. Yeah. That's just how he is. Who just joined the stream chat, man? Talk to us. Talk to us. Talk to us. If you've never been, hey, welcome. Give us some thoughts about the game, man. Who, Lee or Logic, maybe you remember. Do you remember who was in the chat last night when we were talking about this game in particular and they were a Suns fan? I can't remember off the top of my head. I have his logo in my head, his PFP in my head. I can't remember. But this is an experience, put mildly. John Collins, 4 of 8 from the field now. Dead even at 50%. Fine with it. I am blanking. I remember it being like 4 or 5 letters long. That's what I was saying. Yeah. I don't think it was Coop, though. It shouldn't have been Coop. I don't think it was Coop. But either way, everybody's getting their burn. Everybody's being pretty good about what they're doing. Yeah, it wasn't Coop. Yeah. Need to pull the range just a little bit. I'm not saying the game's at a Kuvi. Might have been. Be back in a minute. Gonna try and watch this game without throwing up. All right, Odie. It Loki could have been Logic. I think it was. That being said, these teams are giving each other the best that they have to offer this lovely Friday night. Dances and trips all around. That's the way it's looking. That says be back in. Let's see. Really enjoying this ball movement. Yeah. Larry at the line, currently down 7, hopefully 6. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Admittedly, we don't know, but ideally. Mm, 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 mm. You said, "Hey, Katie, miss." Hey, is that the big break? Is that the big break that we needed? I think it just takes him a little bit longer to get himself up under his legs up under him. You said, "Now let's speak him missing the rest of his shots into existence." I don't know how likely it is that he does that. To be quite honest with you, it's worth a try, but at the same time, probably looking at 0. How about this this MF and Keontae kid? Definitely like that, been like that, will forever be like that. Always been about it. Just needed time to properly express himself. I think that's what Chris Dunn's early role on the team was, just to be that veteran presence to him and help guide him in his playmaking decisions and allowing him to feel comfortable enough to make certain plays and make more risque moves without completely costing the identity of the team. Uh, but he'll say something to regards of, how about this MFer Keontae? He said that. Um, yeah, I would say he's pretty special because a lot of the passes he makes are simple reads. Other ones are a little bit more complex and harder to fit the ball through the window, through the window on like a shoestring, and he manages to get it done. He's special. That pass was genuinely nuts earlier. Low key, low key, low key. Now the thing is, right? This game is far from over. That's the problem. In a few years, if Keontae keeps this up, I could see him being one of the best playmakers in the league. For sure, yeah. Table setter, floor general, synonymous for him specifically. Mm, yeah. I don't know what I was just thinking about. I just zoned out for a second there. I was thinking about what player was it? Was it Keontae? I don't think it was Keontae. I was just thinking about, it was one of the guards though. But I'm also interested to see how things pan out when Walker comes back healthy, because obviously the starting lineup has a lot of chemistry, and you probably don't put Walker on the bench because Collins at the 5 is something that you can do, but you really would prefer not to. Kuzi, there you are, buddy. So it really just matters. Well, there's a limited amount of time left in this one, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. It's just a little bit of how it's going to play out. You dig? Bless you. Let's see. Katie is having a good game. That is the name. Yes, Kevin Durant guy is good. Whoever he is, yo. Zach, you're a fool. Yo, despite the game being as good as it is, I'm so tired for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I did eat before this, but still. Keontae also having a good game tonight. A really good game tonight. I wouldn't even just say a good game because he's scoring from the field. He's being efficient from the shot selection. His shots are falling. He's getting passes in, and he's being a little quick twitch for extra movement from the sidelines. That being said, I don't know how feasible it is to assume that things will not change going forward. I bet this KD dude could be an elite scorer here. Jazz now 5 or 6.5. Yup. Getting tight. Rick Zachary Roy. Phenomenal game by Keontae. Oh. Yeah, for sure. Now, I don't want to give him too much praise, but overall, Keontae's definitely been handling her assignments with minimal difficulty, with minimal goodness. Be real. Phenomenal game by Keontae. I would agree. Kuzi said JC is having a good game too. Talking about Jordan Clarkson, right? I'm gonna agree with you on that one because I have to. Gotta respect when somebody's taking a lot of shots, but they're going in. You said who isn't having a good game? THT. That's about it. He's the only one that's been a little bit shaky today, put mildly, all things considered. Now, we don't necessarily hate that because he hasn't played enough minutes to super negative affect the game, but he was the only major negative to have on the court from an offensive standpoint because he has more it's either 1-1 or he has slightly more turnovers than assists so far this week. Flame on indeed. Flame on indeed. Man, look. It's getting a little bit dicey. It's getting a little bit dicey, a little bit spicy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make the most of the opportunity, but it's not going to be easy. Definitely not. I'm with you guys all the way. So when I'm not talking, it's just because I'm looking at the numbers on my phone. I don't want y'all to think I'm falling asleep on y'all because I'm not. We still have a whole post game interaction to do. But since this game started on so late, I'm used to. I got too comfy because we had like 3 games that started at 8 o'clock. Yeah, Clarkson stepping up right now because Suns are worried about Lowry. Yeah, that's why when Lowry isn't able to get his shots off, somebody else has to take the reins and get the job done. Clarkson was hoped to be the guy at the beginning of the season, wasn't that guy, except against the Spurs or the Clippers. But now we're seeing the progress and upside that we needed from him to be that secondary scoring option when Lowry can't get his shots off. Sorry, super thirsty. Logic, the green looks so good on your characters, buddy. I love it. I'm waiting for Tyson to hop in here. Well, Tyson's probably going to pop in post game, now that I think about it. But that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Now, with all that being said, it only becomes more and more difficult as time goes on. Not that I'm super concerned with it, but it is good. It is. Can't deny it's 3 turnovers. Yeah, you got to be careful with them. Still, 6-3 is an acceptable margin, even though obviously, like Kelly Olynyk has 6-1. I think it's fair to say that Colin Sexton didn't take it, so his 4 are acceptable. Taylor Horton Tucker, 4 assists, but also 4 personals and 3 turnovers. Not ideal. Fontecchio, 1 turnover. We will see how successful he can be later on. Well, KD3 had a chance there for a bit. I'm gonna go throw up now. Which I hit right back. Man, oh man, oh man. Look, can't be mad at a good game. We are appreciative of those. That's all I can say. Mm-hmm. Let's just go stop on shot clock violation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I got culture reference. I culture reference. I saw what you were cooking, Lost. Logic. How many Suns fans are in the building? I can hear just as much cheering for the Suns as I do when we make it. Yeah, I'm understanding. Mm, some things just take time to change. I'll put it that way. What in the world? Oh, okay. I'm with you now. I'm with you now, Lee. And Logic. I see it now. I see the vision like a line between 2 dots. You said because watch our defense. Lee said, "How many Suns fans are in the building? I just want to hear as much cheering for the Suns as I do when we make it." Foolishness. If only they knew. If only they knew. Another high scoring affair that we were hoping wouldn't be a high scoring affair, but ended up being a high scoring affair. Kevin Durant 37 from beyond the arc, 204 for Grayson Allen, and 203 for D Book. Yes, indeed. Goodwin is 104. Nasir Little is 1 of 2 from the 3 point line. Now, in this one, things are looking a little bit curtainish. I'm not gonna say they are, but they definitely look a little bit like out there. Is the word I'm gonna look for. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My nose is stuffed. It's just allergies. Mm-hmm. 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 It's getting shaky. It's getting shaky. It's getting shaky. It's getting very shaky. I keep closing. I'm not closing my eyes just because I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm closing my eyes because I don't want to look at the. I don't want to look at the game score until it ends. Yeah, I have it pulled up on my phone right now because I wasn't able to get the what do you call it on my PC. Okay, so yeah, Logic, me and you're on the same page because I have my laptop hooked up to my camera, running my live stream, and then I have it on my phone right now watching it. Yeah, for a second it took me a minute to actually pull up the original game feed because for the what do you call it for the NBA League Pass, since since ESPN and ABC are broadcasting the game, they don't have like League Pass is pointless for it. So you have to have ESPN Plus in order to be able to actually watch and enjoy the game, which is not unfortunate, which is pretty unfortunate. But shake back and get what you can out of the situation for what it's worth. You said down 3. Okay, somehow misses 1. Sorry, this time I kept talking. Damn. Excuse my language. All right, so Oja 3 of 4, Lowry 5 of 11, Collins 5 of 10, Clarkson 13 of 25, Keontae 5 of 11, Olenek 3 of 4, Sexton 3 of 8, THT 2 of 5, Fontecchio 3 of 5, and then done nothing. Not even enough time to get a bucket. Not enjoyable. Guessing right now, nerves super high and excitement. I feel you, logic. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Hmm. Closing the deal. Closing the deal. I'm edgy. I'm edgy. I'm edgy. I'm edgy. I'm looking at it right now on my phone. It's not fun. It's just not fun. Pretending like the inevitable isn't about to occur. No, stop is an understatement, but I'm with you, logic. I'm with you. Let me go to say before this game ends, and no matter how it ends, I'm still very proud of the valiant effort that everybody put forth. It was not easy at all. Mm-hmm. Not loving this mix, but what has to be done has to be done at the end of the day. This dog gives us a chance to win only if Colin hits both free throws, but if not, don't get a three. Don't want a three period. Okay. Okay. No threes right now. Yeah, that's kind of rhetorical for us. But something usually happens where a three gets given up. I don't think that's gonna happen today. Dagger. Kuzi, were you the one that was a Suns fan in the chat yesterday? I think it was you, sir. Was it? Was it you, sir? I'm sad. I'll try to switch to Katie, and Katie did what Katie does. Yeah. At the end of the day, good defense, better offense. That's what it comes down to. Sometimes you're just relying on somebody being so pinpoint accurate that if they flick you in the forehead, it should hurt you, but it doesn't because there's nobody down there except for what $5 turnips. Ojo, see, I mean, Clark's a 4-point play possible, but unlikely. Yeah, that's the thing. As much as I would love to see something absolutely insane occur, and tonight it feels like one of those nights where something absolutely insane could occur, but I'd rather just not do it at the. Yeah. Mhm. Hmm. Yep, yep. Sick. Sick to my stomach. Hmm. Yeah, that's all she wrote, guys. Kept it close though, not too mad. Oh yeah, I'm definitely happy about it. Definitely happy about it. Losing by single digit after getting blown out by 30 plus, very much a stark difference. Koozie GG's. Yeah, I would agree with you, buddy. I would agree with you. Okay. Turn down my brightness just a little bit so I can see a little bit better. Keontae had a great game. Also would agree. Koozie, you are our resident Suns fan, aren't you? Just to confirm, you are a Suns fan. I was trying to remember who the person was before, since we play them today. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Well, congratulations on your win. You guys battled it out and you deserved it, fair and square. A couple of interesting judgment calls on y'all, but there were also some on us. So I can't. Nobody can blame refs as the reason for the loss. Got blown out by the Lakers. I don't know if it's time to get blown out by the Lakers just yet. They should give it just a little bit more time. Mhm. Mhm. Katie Dagger in her chest. 38 points, 9 assists, 9 rebounds. Clarkson 27. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Let us rebound and get the shot and win. Please and thank you. Yeah. Lucky. But at the same time, that one person had like a full tank of gas on an infant newborn. So the coins are probably worth more than the kid is. And they also had to piss. Mm-hmm. Linus loss on Will. He left Sexton and THT out there for too long. Sexton wasn't a net negative. THT was struggling a bit though, offensively. Like from a offensive standpoint, THT was the problem child, which is why he probably stayed in the water for as long as he did. Yeah, she needs one. It's the Jazz foul. They most likely are going to hit both free throws and puts us down by 5. Mm. I've really been on here for a whole hour. I didn't even consider that. It's rough, but I mean, it's honest. He said Suns win. Damn. Cause he said this bad boy over with. Get over your feelings. Mhm. My fault. My eyeball. Goodness. Can't read numbers with no eyes, right? So that was a good game. Yeah. The other about five in this case. Yeah, I would agree with you on that one. Usually more people hop in as soon as the game finishes. Interesting that nobody did. Not that I'm mad at anybody that didn't. It just means that we'll have a shorter stream than usual tonight to go ahead and knock this bad boy out, which I do kind of desperately need because of how late this game started. It the game starting at 10 o'clock Eastern time really threw me for a loop. I know for y'all in Utah, it started at 8, but this is mhm. Damn, probably at the game, so he'll be a minute. Oh, that is true. Yeah. Oh, Lee's here. What's up, Lee? Um, see. This is what we can expect from the Jazz and effort. Love it. 10 p.m. Eastern time is not cool. No, it is not kind to me, especially since I was up till what 3 a.m. Eastern time last night leading into tonight, where I was just there, just vibing with the family. Definitely not my finest moment, but we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. They may should be nicer to those on the East Coast. Haha. Thought it was going to be boring one-sided game going into it, but it was super good effort from the Jazz. I mean, Tatum. Yeah, it was. We don't have a lot of people in here. Um, that being said, got to take two things into account. I'm roughly 400 watch hours away from monetization, along with 200. I'll tell you right now, 200. Oh, I only gained one sub yesterday. That was kind of a rough one, but it's because I only posted the goodness, had the Sir Thompson video. But what video or what was I saying? Oh, 100 and 268 subs. 268 subs. So I'm gonna get to the hours honestly by the end of this week, as long as I just continue to stream and chat about the games with everybody. And I do a daily upload. Speaking of which, I need to record videos tomorrow morning regarding this. Now, okay. Since there's not a lot of us in here, unless something immaculate changes and we end up with like 16 of us in here, like we usually do, I'll go ahead and make this one a little bit more of an abbreviated session compared to what we usually have going on. If that's okay with you, lovely gentlemen, just because I have been here since halftime and the game did start late for me. I don't want to make a habit of doing this, but maybe I just shouldn't have streamed last night and then I would have the energy tonight. Or maybe this was just my body telling me, hey man, you're doing too much. Either way, right? Sudden burst of energy. We're gonna go ahead and knock this bad boy out. That boy Cam. What about it, man? How's it going? But yes, on the road to complete monetization. 268 subscribers, 400 watch hours, which means probably 8 days on the watch hours. And I have to drop a banger of a video to get these subs to go up. Because we got this, we went from 600 to 700 in a couple days. I need to get to 700, from 700 to 800 by the end of this month. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get 68 subs. I'm gonna make it happen. But right now, let's focus on the present day. We have how did the video do now that it was fully out? Oh, how did it do now that it's fully out? It did okay. Right now, it's only at 111 views though, which is low compared to everything. But it's because that was my first ever Pistons video that I've ever posted. So I didn't expect to have a lot of even my own people watch the video. All things considered. I do work a little too hard sometimes, but I'm almost there. Lee. I can taste it. I can taste it. Sucks to lose, but turned a $6 parlay into 150. Gotta love price picks. Bro, Zach, I'm sick to my stomach right now because my parlay did not hit. I'm happy for you though. I'm happy for you though. Because I was like, if I stream, I was thinking like realistically, if each time I streamed, right, I made like 15, 20-ish dollars between whether it be like just made like 20-ish dollars, then it would be a pretty feasible thing to keep doing. And so I was hoping that the prize picks would hit tonight because I did I did a calm bet to give me like $30. It was 30 or $50, but I did not win because Lowry did not hit enough threes, unfortunately. But I digress. It's okay. It's okay. Is it okay that we vent or no? Yeah, come on, man. Go ahead. Let me know something. Let me know something. This is a safe place right here, brother. Let's see. 24 points, 15 assists with only one turnover. Insane, dude. Keontae George is amazing. Perfectly fine with me. It's late. We should all go to sleep early tonight. Just my thought. Lee. Also, please, Kevin Durant, roll your ankle like you did last year. I'm tired of bro being MJ when he plays us. Literally. Literally. Just also should have taken a nap, like T said. Yeah. Okay, the thing was I did take a nap though. It just didn't last as long as I was hoping it would have. Unfortunately, it didn't carry over long enough. Yeah. Um where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Oh, I hate KD, but I don't want him to hurt himself. LOL. Please, KD, don't do that. uh that's what I didn't get on Cam because he said ankle roll. Or not Cam. Who said it? Roll his ankle. Oh yeah, it was Cam. I didn't get on myself about the rolling his ankle thing because a roll ankle just slight tweak, it heals pretty quickly. And just nothing too OD, right? I don't want somebody out multiple games. Just a little limber, a little tender the rest of the game. My coworker was behind the bench. LMAO didn't notice till last minute of the game. I'm weak. Jazz bench. Scary hours when Beals plays. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely not very nice to us or anybody else in the league when they're healthy. I told you it was a good event. You said what's really gonna piss me off is if we win next game. I'm weak. That would be just backdoor. Yeah, backwards. Yeah. I'm not even cashing out this parlay when it's feeding the addiction for the winter. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Zach. I understand. I understand the feeling. I have to hit the next one though. I only have $10. I only have $10 left in my thing. So I have to make sure I hit. Ooh, I just got that DM. That DM's crazy. Mm. Yeah, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. That would do a lot. That would do a lot. Not gonna lie. That would do a lot. You know who you are, good sir. Um, Keontae is him. It'd be looking like it sometimes. Clarkson has to involve his teammates more often. Hero ball prevents Lowry, Keontae, Ochai from getting into an offensive rhythm. Fair. What I will say about that is Clarkson, when he's allowed to just do him and get his own buckets, he's more efficient. He doesn't shoot terribly from the field, and he doesn't turn the ball over. All of which things we definitely need out of him if he's going to touch the court. Because when he's turnover prone and he's missing shots, it just makes things worse and worse overall. It makes everybody's nights more difficult. I mean, if we keep it close like we did tonight, it means we can hang with some better teams. That is something to look forward to. Yeah, I would agree with you, Logic. I would agree with you. Lee, you said I'm actually kind of worried about the Suns and Beal. When Beal plays, having another player that needs the ball might damage their ball movement. Low key, but Beal is supposed to be the main facilitator. And while Devin Booker can also do it pretty proficiently, and Kevin Durant in spurts has shown his ability, like tonight, to go ahead and get those assists, I think that Beal, specifically because it's him that's going to have to be stepping in as a third star, it won't damage things too significantly to the point where it makes him redundant to be on the floor and hero ball kind of effectively takes over everything. I don't think that'll happen. But like I said, injuries and defense are going to be the biggest pitfalls for this Suns team. Stand on it, stamped it. They're 6-6 right now, so they're not off to an amazing start. So as far as I'm concerned, I've been right so far. Now I'll wait another like 20-ish games till we get to like the 30, 40 game mark. And then I'll be able to make my video and say what I said, stand on what I said. But that's it. Um I actually kind of what if I said Pogo off his ankle? That's the issue. Cam, you're foolish. Yeah, I totally understand a rolled ankle, but I don't want him to get injured. It sucks not being able to play the game you love for an injury, no matter how minor. Lee, just like 2017 Warriors. Hey, Tay there he is. Ask for the man, he shall appear. 2017 Warriors didn't have three ball handlers who needed the ball. True. Comment. Good news. The right players continue growing and developing. Lowry and Keontae are the future. Agreed. Agreed. Clay plays off ball. Steph can play off ball. And what am I looking for? I missed it. Oh, Lee said, I can't with THT. I love the guy, but on the court, I can't with him. He struggled a bit today. He did struggle a bit today. He gets the biggest negative. Now, admittedly, he wasn't terrible, right? He just wasn't good, which is why the game was able to be so close because there wasn't anybody that was being a super negative that took away from the positives that the team was having, which is credit to everybody on the bench and whatnot. Kuzi, so what you comparing 2017 Warriors with the Suns? LOL. No, I'm pretty good. What about you? Kuzi, I'm joking. Go said, I feel like we're going to be a lottery team this year, adding another young piece. Want to be the worst for the team. 25-11, how the Jazz kept it close. Book was playing point. Book tonight. Yeah. Because Grayson Allen isn't a point. Somebody you want to put in as a point guard. You can have him start, right, as a guard, but you don't want him running point effectively. Oh, well, you're joking. I totally get it. I'm just worried about the Suns when Beal is back, to be honest. Another amazing game by JC. He put it in 24 Gil. Is that your first comment ever, bro? What's up, man? Yeah, they finally had a solid one. Finally had another solid one for him. First 8 minutes was really bad. Yes, the first 8 minutes, bro, it was like 9-20. 9 to 21, 8 to 21. I got scared really quickly because I turned on the game a little late and I was like, oh my goodness, this again? I almost turned it right back off. Good thing I didn't. Um, hmm, both at point guard is book at point guard is pretty amazing. One of the reasons why I think they'll be okay with dealing CP. You only get it if it's top 10, I'm guessing. But it wouldn't but it would be better to give it away this year than give it up next year. Comment a portion of the minutes to go to Teach. T6 go to Taylor and Bryce. Make Dunn the backup point guard. Bryce is one I'm actually very curious to see. Ocha and Keontae played Booker hard. They did. Yeah, I don't know why Dunn wasn't called on the guard D book. He's really good at intercepting. Oh no, Dunn played 9 seconds. The most pointless 9 seconds of his career, to be quite frank with you. Yeah, Logic saw it a few minutes. I think he could touch the floor. Dunn played like 8 seconds. Yeah, he played 9 seconds when he came into play last defensive possession of the first half. Dunn Book is actually a hard matchup for Book. It's harder than it was for him tonight. 15 assists with 1 turnover. Oh, that's ridiculous. Put body on him, throw your arms around, ask him questions. Just throw his rhythm off somehow. Yeah. One of those things where you just got to be a really solid overall player. And defensively, from a collective standpoint, just capable of doing a lot of things well. I'll say that. So we got it like for real. Bet my paycheck that Dunn is a better and better game 3-point shooter than Sexton. Oh, chill. I can't buy that. I can't co-sign. I love them both, but I can't co-sign because Sexton has had pretty solid efficiency on a pretty decent chunk of volume. Low key. Still good for both of them though. Don't get it twisted. Sexton shoots horrible for 3 in game this season. That's why I would say this year. I can see where you're coming from, but overall, like particularly like the past couple seasons, he's been a very solid 3-point shooter, especially off the catch, off the dribble. Sexton is that's where things get wicked, and not the good kind of wicked, the horrible kind of wicked. But like off the catch, that's a three that you want Sexton to take. Dribbling into it, probably not as much. Um, I don't know. Dunn is smarter decision maker though. Yes, he is. Dunn is more meticulous in what he does. He's more cerebral on defense. This is why he's the best zone defender that they have at the guard positions. Aside, save Ochai probably. Mm, Offensively, he's just more patient. I think Keontae got some of that from him and learned how to make the passes that he makes at times and just implement it into his own game. Which kudos to Keontae if that is what in fact did happen. It makes it like really good. And he said his mid-range shots are good. Just can't hit a 3 for some reason. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah, his photos are kind of insane. I'm not sure how bro does it. Yeah. Can't really tell. We're really lost in the game. The only thing that stat sheet that sticks out is the Suns got 8 more assists. Seen Dunn drive is crazy sometimes. Yeah, it is. Okay, so to Lee's point, right? This was a solid game, except for the fact that the defense was just not strong enough to contain the offense for all that it was worth. Tyson, he said, "I'm so upset he's spaghetti." 2 more threes from the Suns. The thing is, right? You appreciate what we saw from them offensively, right? Even when people weren't involved so much early on, you saw like them essentially. I'm not gonna say force feed Lowry, but kind of put Lowry in a position to where he had to shoot shots sometimes. Because again, Jordan Clarkson, it's okay for him to shoot 10 shots, 12 shots, but when he starts touching like 16 and Lowry's still in single digits, you need to go ahead and start scheming Lowry some more looks because Lowry's too good of a shooter not to get those shots off. Mm, so it's gonna be more assists. Okay. Being done great sometimes. Down to help Sensabaugh, Hendricks, Ultra, and KO all a lot better in the second unit. I would argue. I would argue so. Great game. Indeed, I wanted it to win so bad. Yeah. Yeah, 16 of 36 from three since 18 of 33. Whew. Those are some elite shooting numbers from three. Not gonna lie. Driving now. Okay, cool, Tatum. Cool, 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 cool. Great game, though. Hell of an effort. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Ocha had a great defensive outing, but no one else stood out. Hot take. Jordan kind of good at defense, at least marginally better than last year. And JC looking better after all that. Okay, I'll say this about Jordan Clarkson, right? I rag on him a lot of times because of his things, similar to THT, is decision making and cerebral, just a mindset thing. Now, the thing for JC as a decision maker, once you decide you want to make a pass, make the pass and get up out of there. Don't wait, don't hesitate, don't throw it behind him, don't put it directly on him. Put it in front of him, let him get to the ball. Now, the other thing is going to be where's the team at? Try a great defensive player. Hot take Jordan. Huh? Try it now. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Um, Larry, Larry is really covered is a bigger problem. He kept being bumped, getting bumped when they did try and open and get him open. They didn't want to be involved in the game as long as possible. Maybe Katie was crazy physical with marketing tonight, and he scored 21 points. So I think he played well. Yeah, yeah. Byron just had a game winner. Are you serious? Harden. Are you getting fouled every time he touches the ball, and they call half of them? Yeah. Yeah, so even if the Jets tried rolling him to the Suns, would foul him, really physical on him. Just dropping by to say hi and dropping, like, still can't stay today, though. Have a great night, boys. Mm-hmm. KD is, I would say KD is a little bit guardable. More so from the likes of like a Giannis or a Wemby. But you're right. LeBron can't provide that level of intensity the entire like 30 plus minutes on Kevin Durant for full time. Guess I would have slowed him down. I'm saying that. He said we just need to blow out the Lakers. Need a Lakers W for real. What's up, Christian? My fault, bro. Dropping in to say hi, drop a like, can't stay long enough. I appreciate you, man. Any level of support you can give, man. Some people like, some people subscribe, some people turn on post notifications, some people become members, some people donate to the buy me a coffee thing. Anything you can do helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it 1,000% because everything matters, bro. Nothing guard can't do with Harden game winner. Down. He said we just had blown up by the Lakers. Let you take on Clarkson's decision making. Hardy had some learning opportunities tonight too. Yeah, Definitely. And you love opportunities to learn, especially from a young coach. It's better he learns now early in the season than later in the season when the games really start ramping up and you have to make the decision like, okay, we're gonna make the playoff push. Let's find a way to make this happen no matter what happens. Kind of thing. Um Tough loss for sure. This is a game that you really want to win. Dink. Yes, sir. Super fun game, but with a few plays where we could have won. Yeah. That's what happened. Everyone drop a like. When is Kessler back? Kessler had at least 2 weeks, so we're looking at he won't play. There's a game Saturday. Saturday. There's a game tomorrow, as in today, I think. Um, or maybe it's Sunday, but it should be this coming week. That is his earliest return date. Whether it stays and he does come back this week or not, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out soon. Gonna keep the live on, but I'm gonna step away. It's been really hard. Wait 20-hour days, the past 7 days between work and Oakley. Nah, you're good, man. You're good. I'm not gonna like I told you, you see me on it here, and it's not because I'm bored, because I love being on live, but I'm just drained lately. So I'm gonna try to hang in. Yes, sir. You have a good night, Lee. Learn at least another in a week. At least Sunday. Sunday Suns? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait. Yeah, 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 you're right. Keontae is him. He's been a different animal since he started starting. Yes, I would agree. He's made it a point not to give the starting role back. He's trying to make it as difficult as possible because he absolutely does not want to, you know, struggle. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Marina seems to improve in a way to keep the starting spot. Agreed, 1,000%. Agreed, 1,000%. Australia vid was great. He's gonna be a great player for a long time. Yeah. Anybody had any interesting takeaways from this game? Either something interesting that you saw or something interesting that you think will have implications as far as how deep this team can go going forward in this season, or even if it's something as short as like the next 3 games, how you think they're gonna do, just to get a little love getting spread around. Tonight was his worst performance in turnovers, and he's still good with the Suns. Wanted to unsettle Keontae, young rookie. Yeah, yep. They made it hard for him and it showed, right? But we allowed him to stay on the court and play those minutes, and he made his fair share of mistakes, but he also made his fair share of proper plays. So overall, I got respect for what he did today because it wasn't easy, right? THT struggled to do it coming off the bench against the second unit guys. So you know it was hard to do. It was not a cakewalk. Some people make it seem like it was just something that anybody could do, and just because he's a rookie doesn't matter. I mean, him being a rookie definitely matters because everybody couldn't do what he just couldn't put together the numbers he just did on a consistent night in, night out basis. Admittedly, yes, the Trailblazers and the Timberwolves aren't the greatest defensive teams, right? And the Suns aren't expected to be probably a top 3 defense either. But the understanding is that if you can get teams to feel some sort of way and become galvanized and feel your emotion that you're feeling at a particular time, then you got to be a pretty good player. Um, Especially Booker at the beginning of the game, finished setting up Streamlabs, stream incoming. Yes, sir, Zachary. I wanted a W. Tyson, me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. I like to get a 2-to-1 turnover ratio against the Suns for Keontae tonight. For sure. It would have been nice. It would have been nice. Um Allow me to see something. Uh, Oh yeah, I gotta shout out my members. So shout out to my 3 members right now. Tayton, Lee, and Logic, of course. You'll see them in the chat highlighted with green. Um, they get early release to the videos. Anytime I finish one, I post it. They get to see it first before it goes live for everybody else. Obviously, they're like the inner circle guys. Is my video lagging? I think it's doing okay. But those guys help me with my video suggestions and also just get to have a little bit more of a deeper input on the videos that I create and the content going forward. Um anybody that wanted to get in on that, go ahead and join the membership. Please just do the original one. The first one, I did set up the 24.99 one. I need to delete that. I just put it on there more so as a troll thing, just to put it up there. But then I thought about it. I was like, there's probably going to be one person that does end up making that selection. I don't want anybody to make that selection. That's just bad for business because I want everybody to keep most of their money in their pockets. But let's see here. You said, have you done a video on the Clippers? Not recently. The last video I did about the Clippers was, I believe, having to do with Russell Westbrook and the fact that he got so much hate at the beginning of the year. Even in the top, was it like the top 100 players list or whatever? That one. Or top 75, whichever one it is. I had a little bit to say about that, but that video performed so terribly, it made me completely move away from Clippers content, which made me kind of sad. Um, but Clippers, 76ers, I just kinda, like, cut them out. Not because they're bad teams, of course, but because it just didn't seem like that my content was being appreciated. It didn't seem like a lot of people cared what I had to say. So I was like, "I'm not gonna waste you guys' time and just throw out some videos if nobody's gonna be particularly interested," if that makes sense. And I kinda felt the same way about the Asura Thompson video, but I still posted anyways because, Coop, he's not in the chat right now, but he particularly suggested it. And since I don't get suggestions like that, I was like, yeah, for sure. Most definitely. I got you. And so I made that video. Mm, have you done, let's see, Sora is good too, by the way. Oh, yeah, for sure. Even watch him play. I saw one person in the comment section. I haven't responded to him yet, but he was talking about how the Pistons have been rebuilding for forever, and there's been so many guys on their roster, even now that were expected to be stars that didn't turn into stars. So he'll believe it when he sees it, which fair play. Now, the thing was, I was about to say, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, the thing about that was the fact that yes, the Pistons tend to have no like rhyme or reason. Even when the Hornets were trash years ago, back when the Pistons had Andre Drummond, they still weren't a particularly good team, right? That being said, I do think Asir Thompson is the real deal. I think he's effective. I think he's a great player. I think he's going to make the right plays. He's a winner at heart. So if you put him in a situation where he can potentially win, he's going to push the needle for your team, in my opinion. Oh, he said Keontae's offense is coming when it does. Look out. Collins has adapted, is a perfect fit for this team. What was Atlanta thinking? Even getting mauled, Lowry still put up 20 growth. I'm gonna try and remember up as soon as I can. Yeah, man, Tyson. Yes, sir. There's no rush, bro. I know you'll get there. Um, ideally, between members, the donations I get on the buy me a coffee thing, and and once I get actually monetized, even though I'm not going to make a significant amount of money off my videos, just being able to make some money off of every video will probably allow me to take Saturdays off. And if I can do that this winter specifically, I'm gonna try and do like I'll do my normal like with my normal context commentary type videos Monday through Thursday, and then probably Saturday, Sunday too. But I'm gonna probably try and do Friday, have like a lot of like graphs and edits and stuff like that. Cause my editor has been hitting me a little bit, but I just haven't had the time or quite honestly, the money ever since the car accident really hit me. And the car's been in the shop. To just put towards the editing part of it. But once I'm like, my thing is selling right now. I can see the things lagging. But ideally, we see something really progressive going forward. And I'm able to take that time off and just give the extra bit of effort and get more of a specific type of quality video. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna come out here one Friday and just drop a banger like I'm freaking a Jimmy High Roller because I'm not, right? I'm just Wraith Hoops. But yeah, the webcam is doing it. It's doing the same thing it did last time, and I don't know why. Is it clearing up right now? Let me know. Is it clearing up? Lodge, did it clear up for me? I just adjusted something on my laptop, so I don't know if it did or not. Kind of blurry. It might be my internet. I thought it was because of my laptop might have been overheating because it does have a tendency to do that. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this extra storage device because that could be part of the problem too. Um, but yeah. Oh, Will, how's it going, man? Oh, hold on one second. Logic said, I mean, second, I would like to see everyone healthy is done. I'll try Bryce, Hendricks, and you're at 7 or Olenek. For sure. That would be nice. That would be nice. That would be nice. I see the vision, Logic. I see the vision. Said, I'm late, but have y'all talked about how Markin barely touched the ball in the fourth? Correct. He also barely touched the ball in the first half, Will. Good thing that you brought that up because I've actually talked about the first half. I didn't really talk about the fourth like that as much because he had that offensive explosion during the third quarter that saw him go from like literally 8 points, having shot the ball like 3-ish times to just exploding and hitting a lot more shots. And his efficiency still wasn't the same as it was before, but it was still more efficient than most people would have been, despite them playing as physical as they did against Lowry, trying to get him from being able to score those buckets. Looks like a good, looks good, homie. Just a tiny bit choppy, but it's not really noticeable. Okay. Oh, good night, guys. Oh, good night, Lee. Good night, man. Yeah, we did. Kind of sucks that they played him really physically. Yeah. Great night. Oh, Wraith, you're awesome, brother. Thanks. Oh, you're out. I'll see you, man. I appreciate you popping your head in. As always, you know, just enjoy having that space to chat with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. As we could see, I originally said if we didn't hit our usual number of posts, we're not doing this. Hang on, guys. Okay, Okay, that should help a little bit. Sorry, a lot going on, I guess, today. That being said, mm, yes, sir, of course. Seems like they gotta get a lot more off-ball action to free him up. He's the number one option. Yes, in the first half, they didn't do it enough. In the third quarter, they really got him involved a lot more. They started to kind of force feed him, which I liked. If that's your star player and he's not getting a lot of action, you have to find ways to scheme the ball into his hands and force him to put a shot up. Right? Jordan Clarkson was efficient today, and we appreciate him being able to put a good amount of points on the board with his scoring sense. Can you hear me right now before I try and redo this? If y'all can't hear me or if it's still doing the thing, I'll just restart the live because I'm also getting a choppy screen on my end and it's starting to irritate me. Oh, y'all can hear me. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what in the world is going on today. I think it is, yeah. Cause I have the MacBook that I'm running off of is actually M1 from the later half of 2021, but it what do you call it? The main issue with it is a simple fact that it just has an actual fan, like it's not liquid cooling. So that's not ideal at all. I'm gonna try and close. Do I have any program? I don't have anything on here running though. I thought it was like a thing of like I have a lot of programs going, but I don't really have much of anything actually. I'm still gonna close out one of these. How about that? All right. Hopefully that changed things a little bit. I know, right? I'm sick. Um, I mean, I've been live for about an hour and a half, anyways. It dropped. We cannot win. All right. I'm about to. I don't know why it's doing this. I might have to restart the stream. I'm not gonna lie. I'll restart the stream. I'll restart the stream to get things going a little bit longer. Yeah. All right, we'll try this again.